Never, never, never focus on doing business, talking about diversity, multicultural, people of color, minorities. That has no benefit for black folk. You got to understand that. Once you do that, you've done several things. First of all, you tied one arm behind your back. You cannot fight in a broad, ambiguous form. Nobody does that but black folk. Anybody who's been in politics long enough and economics understands you must do business in a very pointed way. When you go into the marketplace like women don't go into the marketplace looking for very broad agendas. Women go into the marketplace fighting for women issues. Gays fight for gay issues. Hispanics fight for Hispanic issues. Asians fight for Asian issues. Only black folk have been hung up on this business about going into the marketplace fighting for diversity, multicultural, minorities, poor folk, and people of color. It won't work any longer. Now, let's talk about the status. We've got to understand also that black people in America are in a world of trouble. Contrary to what anybody tells you, I don't care whether it comes out of a black mouth or a white mouth. Anybody in America that tells you that you're progressing is lying to you. Black folk in proportional comparative terms are regressing. You have not moved one iota from where you were in 1860 on the eve of the Civil War. Where are your markets? Where is the black market? And they said, well, Dr. Ellis, we got a black market. Where is it? They said, well, it's all over the United States. And that's how much you get. Well, we got a $650 billion black market. And that's a lot of money. Wrong, it's not. It is not a lot of money. It's only a lot of money when it's aggregated. Scattered through the integration process, your money is nothing. It is chump change. You don't manufacture anything. All you're doing is consuming. We are 100% consumers and zero producers in the most capitalistic society on earth. And we have failed to understand because of our marketing people have not told us the truth. Our promoters have not told us the truth, that in a capitalistic society, there is no such thing as consumer power. Consumer power does not exist. You cannot have consumer power in a capitalist society. The only person that has the power is he who is producing has the power. Racism has nothing to do with getting along with people and liking people. Racism is a competitive relationship between groups of people who are competing for the ownership and control of resources, wealth, and power. That's what racism is. Racism never existed on the earth until the 1500s. When all of a sudden 9 European nations decided to use black labor, black bodies, and black wealth out of Africa to get in a race. After Columbus had discovered America, supposedly, in quotes, in 1495, all of a sudden they're going to rush to redevelop the Western world. So all these countries were in a race, a contest, competing to see who can develop North America, Central America, and Latin America. It was a race. It was a race, and everybody was in the race but black folk. Black folk never participated in the race. You were the prize, the boot, the loot that they used to empower themselves. Your entire civil rights gains in income was wiped out by immigrants coming into the country. Nobody's going to tell you that, but we're going to tell you through our think tank. Your whole income has been wiped out, and now the gap between the wealthy in this country is widening. The poverty rate is increasing, and most damagingly on blacks. So not only have you lost your income during the civil rights movement, let me show you else what you lost. The number of people coming into the country, just black folk during that time, were struggling for voters' rights. They were being shot, lynched, whipped, and beaten, and bombed all through the South just for the right to go to the polls and vote. You just lost your voting power in this country. The immigrants wiped out your voting power. Your whole civil rights movement was a waste of time now. And those deaths were useless, futile.